YouTube, what's happening? We are back. I've had a house full of kids all weekend. We just went thrift storing and flea marketing and ice creams. Ciao. I'm telling you, it's been a long weekend. I'm ready for some rest. But I want to talk to you guys today about this school. So, nosy people too. Anyway, so the story is my son can play some football. You hear me? I know nothing about football. Don't judge me, YouTube, but I know nothing about football. I don't know what position my son played. I don't know no position on the field, and the only words I know in football is unnecessary roughness. I don't know nothing else. I don't know nothing else about football. I take him 2 or 3 times a year to make sure his knees are straight. That's where he had his little tumor. And I keep it pushing. I go to the games. I show up at halftime because I just don't understand what's going on, but I am there. You understand me? I will buy pizza for the team because I support y'all, but I don't know what's going on that field. So anyway, my son and this other gentleman, they are pretty good. They're pretty good friends. My son went over to his house for a sleepover. I probably almost never let my kids go anywhere. You understand what I'm saying? So I've met his mom a time or two, and she works at the school. So I will see. And my daughter, she does step team, and I'm a mentor at the school. She works at the school, so we're always in each other's company. You understand? She'll stop and say hello, and I'll stop and say hello. So we speak. We not personal, but we speak. You know. So one day she just lost her goddamn mind, y'all. She came up to my daughter in school, and she said, "Hey." And she's over mentors. The first lady took a step down, so she is now also over leading the mentors of the school. So she walks up to my daughter and she say, "Hey, your mom's a mentor, right?" Like she already don't know. That's strike one. That ain't even strike one. That's strike two. Strike one was, why are you talking to my daughter? Why are you approaching my daughter? It's not even school related. Why are you approaching? So strike two is, your mama's a mentor. You know who the hell I am. We have spoke in school, out of school, at games, at sleepovers, at weightlifting. You know who I am. Period. You understand what I'm saying? So then she goes on to ask my daughter, being nosy, all the way out of place. Where's your dad? Is your dad also a mentor? Girl. This is why I don't wear necklaces, y'all. I stick to earrings. Like, I be trying to be new in 2025, but that's why I don't wear necklaces. But anyway, all right. So, babe, you asked my daughter about her father and what he does, and is he a mentor? Okay. So y'all know I was at the school the next day. Because first of all, you don't know what's going on in my household to even ask my daughter about a father. Because anytime you've seen me and my kids. So you already know I'm a mentor because you're over the mentor program, and this ain't my first year being a mentor. So you know I'm a mentor. That's first of all. Second off, you've never seen me with a man. You have never seen me with a man to even remotely open your mouth and question my daughter trying to figure out my situation about a man. You could have came and talked to me, and I would have told you it is none of your business. Why are you talking to my 13-year-old daughter in school about her daddy, who you've clearly never seen me with? It makes no sense. So at this point, I don't even want to talk to you. I need to talk to the principal. I need to talk to whoever's over you. You understand what I'm saying? And I hate when people make it seem like it's not that serious. It is that serious. It is that serious. You know why? Because her daddy might have passed away. And you ain't even think far enough to know I might be stepping on. Who the fuck are you anyway? Y'all, I'm sorry, but this is how deep it was for me. Who are you anyway to question a child when you know who her mama is? You know? I feel like you should have probably lost your job over there, but she didn't. But they understand, and they had my daughter's name in their mouth since. You understand? Because I'm the first to be to the school. And I'm not even the first to be to the school just over my child, over my mentor child too. You know, there was a time she came to me because she felt like she wasn't getting enough time to get her projects done. So at this point in time, she goes off to another class because she needs to work on her math skills and her reading skills. So when she comes back to class, everything is already said and done, and she's supposed to have all her assignments done and completed at the same time as the other kids. But that's not really fair because I've already missed half the day, and you're not giving me a complete rundown on what's going on while I was gone. You just expect it done. I say you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So not only am I going to the school over my child, I'm going to the school over my little mentee too. Like, y'all can't do that. It needs to be some type of stipulation, regulation where when she gets to the class, there's like a huddle moment. This is what you miss. You get one extra day. However it needs to go down. But you can't expect her to miss half a day trying to regain some steps and perform at the same, like, no. So I went to the principal over her too, and I was like, listen, I'm not trying to be her mama, but I need her to know I heard her, and I need y'all to hear her as well. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I swear to God, this is a great school. I swear to God, this is a great school. But you know, they just be lacking here and there. Here and there. I remember one time, and I swear to God, they don't really play with me no more. One teacher, she was like, my daughter came home. The teacher called me, and as soon as my daughter got home, I was like, listen, why are they calling me? If I'm gonna have your back, you got to perform the way you need to perform, because there's no way I can come and defend you and you ain't acting right. She was like, no, mama, let me tell you what happened. This teacher was mad at my child and called my house and had me mad at my child and fussing at my child because her Chromebook wasn't at 75% charge. I had to go back up to the school, y'all. Back up to the school. I don't got time for this. This ain't in no handbook. Don't call my house over no Chromebook not being charged at 75%. Okay? And he was mind blown. Like, are you serious? I said, listen, she must be having a bad day, but I don't want to have a bad day with her. You understand? And let me tell y'all something. I can stay so calm. I promise you, you can fuck with me all day long. And I will ignore you because you mean nothing to me. Nothing. You mean nothing to me. Another adult probably can run it because you mean nothing to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't bother my peace because you mean nothing to me. I don't know your name. I don't know what you look like. And if for some reason I have to be in your presence, I look the other way because you mean nothing to me. I don't care about nothing you got going on. I don't care how you look, what you got on, your hairstyle, the perfume you wear. You mean nothing to me. And I will not see you in a heartbeat. But you fuck around with my kids, you gonna see me. You gonna see me. So we ain't really had no more issues with the school calling me. But now my daughter, she has a new little friend. And if you know me, the new little friends, they are my kids too. So here we go with the new little friend. And now she's my child too. So my daughter comes home because she finds her friend in the bathroom crying, beating on the wall because something happened in class. So she went to the guidance counselor's office to talk about it. And the guidance counselor told her, there's nothing we can do about it. That's your job. What do you mean there's nothing you can do about it? Even if there's nothing you could do about it, you should have made it make better sense than that. I'll get back with you. Let me see what's going on. Let me work this out. Not that I can't do nothing for you. Why you on this job if you can't do nothing for me? That's like human resources at my job. Why do you insist me coming here to you if you can't do nothing about it? Why do you have a job if you can't do nothing about it? Make it make sense, you know? So I had to send me an email out to my best buddy. Look at here. My daughter came into the restroom to her best friend crying and beating on the walls because she had an issue with a teacher. And so she took her issue with the teacher to the guidance counselor, and the guidance counselor politely told her, there's nothing I can do. I don't know if this little girl is a repeat offender in a guidance counselor. I don't know if she's a repeat offender, always having issues or drama because she's new in my life. But what we're not going to do is make them feel like they are alone. A little 13-year-old girl, 80 pounds, we not going to make it seem like she's alone in this world. We not going to have kids crying in the bathroom. We're not going to do it. Even if you would have just pacified her, let me look into it. I'm pretty sure you would have avoided that situation. Now I'm on this email talking to y'all, and y'all know when I start talking, I don't know how to be quiet. I swear to God, anybody who know me, once I get riled up, same with my kids. Listen, especially my two oldest. My youngest, she might let you run it. My two oldest, just as humble and playful and nice as you want them to be, but especially my oldest. Once you cross the line, oh my God. Even with me, oh my God. She going in. Phone calls, letters, loudness, crying. She gonna be heard and you gonna hear me. Day after day after day after day after day until she feel like she is heard. My son too. So my son fight. My son will not start a battle with you. He might fight over his sisters, but he ain't gonna start no battle with you. But boy, trust me, you have lost the battle. We was at weightlifting competitions yesterday. My son benches 475. And not benches, squats. 475. I forgot how much he benched. I think it was like 305 or something. He's 16 with a bone-eating disease. But if you want it, he will bring it and he will not stop. Like, you are going to be just appalled. I've seen the video. I've seen the videos. He ain't going to bother you. Talk to everybody with so much respect. But if he have to bring it, he going to bring it. And he talk only with his fist. And I ain't mad at him. I'm not mad at him. Same with me. If I ain't being heard, oh, Egypt gonna hear from me before I stop. Period. So anyway, so I got a little email back saying, hey, we definitely gonna look into this. We gonna keep you posted. I appreciate it. So, and I also called her mama. Like, hey, I don't know if you know what is going on, but XYZ. She was like, oh, okay, and we kept it cordial. But then here we come with another situation with the little girl. One of the principal comes to the classroom, pulls her out of the classroom, takes her to another room, needs to search her bag for the third time, and lets her know that if I'm not allowed to search your bag, I'm going to have to call the sheriff department. Who the fuck is you playing with? First of all, this is a 13-year-old little girl who weighs 80 pounds. Second of all, her mother is not even notified. Listen, this is fear tactics. This is intimidation. And this ain't even valid. A grown man should not be able to come take a little girl out the classroom alone, unaccompanied by... Y'all got security guards in the school. Why is you taking her out the classroom by yourself? This is not what's going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? Then you put her in a room where it's just you and her, and you tell her you about to call the sheriff's department. If she don't let you go through her book bag? Have you even spoke to her mother yet? The sheriff's department can't do nothing with a 13-year-old child. You touch a 13-year-old child without a parent being, I don't care who you are. It's not a thing. It cannot happen. You understand me? So when my daughter come home, I'm on the phone with her mama like, hey, what is you doing about this problem? Oh, well, I just feel out at a loss. You can never feel out at a loss when it comes to your kids. I don't care if you got to burn that school down. You are never at a loss. And she laughing at me because I'm acting just like this. I said, listen, your daughter has entered my daughter's life. And so I feel some type of way for you, and you cannot be at a loss when it comes to your daughter, because then that's going to trickle down to your daughter. She going to feel like she helpless. That's probably going to go into how she raises her kids. Oh, she feel at a loss. We are never at a loss. We are never at a loss. And before they even remotely think of calling your child out the room, I need to be present. So y'all know I went back to the emails, because no. Just in case y'all ever think y'all want to do this to my child, before y'all even discuss a word with my daughter, I better be at the school. I better be at the school. I better be the one going through the book bag. And I need you to know why. Why is her book bag being checked for the third time if y'all ain't find nothing the first 2 times? Where's the information coming from? Are y'all sources reliable? Because kids play games. Shit, adults play games. Oh, well, I heard, or oh, I just want to let you know. Bullshit. It ain't true. It ain't true. Who's giving you this information? Because every day these 2 kids sit at the lunch table by themselves. So who is you getting the information from that they vaping? That you need to check her book bag without a parent. Just you and her in a room. This little girl with this grown ass man. Threatening to call the police on me. I'm a child. Listen, it couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been. I thought about going the extra mile. Y'all put in the comments whether or not I should go the extra mile, because I felt like my first instinct after I spoke to the mother is that I need to put everybody in the email. All principals, all school board members. I don't really want to be the reason somebody lose their job. But clearly, you feel like you got too much power. You ain't even got the power. You just taking the power. You ain't even got the power to do none of this. Who are you, sir? And why isn't the safety of my child put first? You more concerned about vapes than protocol? And again, where are you even getting your information to that you got to keep going through this little girl book bag? Crazy. Crazy. So I'm going to sit on it for about a week. Because sometimes when you're real amp and you're real hype, you just got to sit and think about it. But there's no way. There's no way you should be pulling a child out of the classroom. And I know for a fact my daughter don't vape. It's only 2 of them at the table every day. Where's you getting your information from? What makes you want to search her? How are you okay with it? He act like this is his house. This is not your house. It's a public facility. You're not a cop. You're not a security guard. You're just the principal. That's what I'm saying. People should never get too comfortable in a position. I feel like just like the presidency has terms, any and all positions should have terms so people don't get overly comfortable in a position. Because then that's when they start abusing power. I told that to BMW probably 2-3 years ago. They have something called a round table meeting. And at the round table meeting, you are to voice how you can benefit or how things can be implemented to benefit the company. I said, no supervisor, no section leader, and no process lead should stay in more than one position in that same area for more than like a year or 2. Because at that point, any issues become dormant. They become just a thing. Because you're so used to it happening that it's normal. When it's not normal, it could be done better. You understand what I'm saying? To the supervisors, it's normal. They have their people picked. Da-da-da-da-da-da. No, you should never allow people to become that comfortable in their position. They should move about, and they should move far. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you just move them to the next line over, you're pretty much in the same situation. They need to go from building to building or from area to area, because you're never going to get the truth, And you're never going to work out all the kinks because they know how to cover it up. You understand what I'm saying? They understand the dynamics of how to just get through the day instead of how can we truly make this a more productive environment. They know all the right words. They know all the right people within their group. So nothing changes. They just conglomerate together and present something that looks well. And nobody really wants to do their job from time to time. So, well, sounds good. Problem solved. But the problem keeps coming up with the same people, giving the same report, saying the same thing. And then they go happy until it happens again another month and a half. And it's crazy. I also feel like that about the human resources at BMW. They write their problems down in journals. So if you have an issue and you come to human resources, they put it in a journal. What the fuck is this journal entry going to do? It should be in a system. Just like they have scribes at the doctor's office, everything needs to be scribed into the computer system. So that when these problems keep coming up, we can see that we've dealt with this problem 6 times in the last 4 years. That's too much. But if you got to flip through a journal and the journal is on a bookshelf somewhere, the journal is on the sink in the bathroom, and she only put in what she thought was important, you missing it by a long shot. You are missing it by a long shot. How is this billion-dollar company allowing journal entries? Make it make sense. Anyway, we out. We staying consistent, y'all.